You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
All right, let's try this again. See how things are squaring up for us. Saucy and Friends in the morning, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Your favorite morning show, your favorite morning, the people waking that ass up in the morning and get you ready for the rest of the day.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
So excited about all of this. We're listening.
That's the wrong one again.
Let's see. Let's make sure all of our technologies are working. Caller, you're live. Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, ma'am. This is Karen from Merchant Service Center. Is the owner available?
Yes, but you're live on the radio right now, so I'm not sure how you got this number. But if you call back or email, that would probably be the best.
Ma'am, do you accept any credit cards, ma'am?
Ma'am, I said you are live on the radio. You are on the radio. You want to be on the radio? Everybody's listening to you. Ask me about credit cards.
All right. It's just a thing that we're asking.
It's got to be a computer, right? Maybe she's a computer. I'm just kind of hanging out until we get things on. A robot dialer?
We call them things on it, and she's
not very bright.
On Twitter, what do you call it?
My mic's not on.
Oh, a scammer. Not
AI.
Troll.
Not that. What is it?
Robot dial. A bot.
I was gonna say a bug.
A robot.
She could be a bug too.
I was just stalling a little bit while people started to come online because I didn't want to get fully into the show before when people started to trickle in. Good morning, Greenhouse Malika. How you doing, honey? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. It is a taco day, and this is where we do all the taco-y stuff. Quick check-in, Miss Tony. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Today is a good day. It started off well. My weekend was great. Yes, it was a day of rest. It's doing really, really good. I attended the Caribbean Nights show out there at Oceanside featuring Egyptian.
Blackman.
Hold on, wait. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Friday night, Diani came into the station. So we had an interview with Diani, who is just an amazing performer, an amazing talent, who came in. We sat down with him. Bobby Seals and I did an interview with him, which was really, really nice. He sang live, which I believe was at me, and it was very nice. I blushed a lot Friday night, so that was very, very nice. And then Saturday we attended Caribbean Nights at Oceanside, put on by Sylvania Vodka, which was it was a look. It was a look. We went out there to Oceanside. The place looked beautiful. Sylvania Vodka was tequila. I always call it vodka. Sylvania Tequila was the only tequila on tap, and that tequila's got a kick. So had some of that. The show was featuring Nyla Blackman, Tony Mataran, Diani, Egyptian, and what was the other DJ?
Super Twitch and Chromatic.
Twitch and Chromatic. The place was packed. It was a good show. It was a very, very good show. Looking forward to more Caribbean nights happening out there, Oceanside. Sunday was really, really nice. And then we headed down to the Tiki Lounge for the Soca Project Sunday evening, which was really cool. We had a great time there. The food at the Tiki, what is it? Tiki Bar? Tiki Lounge? Tiki Room? Tiki
Rock.
Tiki Rock. Yes. Mm-hmm. The food at Tiki Rock is really good.
It is.
It is good food.
I'm talking like I've been there.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Sauce had a little sweet and sour chicken bowl. I had a little coconut shrimps. And the drinks are good. Shout out to Anthony, our next door neighbor bartender over there. And of course, today is the eve of my birthday. Yay! The greatest day on earth. And so I hope everybody's ready for that. I am ready to receive all my birthday blessings from all of you all. And that's what's going on.
Do you have any plans?
I'm not sure. It's kind of up in the air right now. We'll see. I'm
the
rolling with the
birthday.
punches. Anybody want to take me out? I'm going.
All right.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm gonna be here, and then I'm gonna be anywhere else. So nobody knows. Who knows?
Nobody knows.
I know that I plan to go to Grenada on Saturday. That's the big plan. That's my birthday plan.
Oh, so you got a little birthday trism?
I do. It's my first solo trip. Where I'm going without any friends. It's just me
your
heading on
first
down
solo
there,
trip?
and I'm doing my first solo trip for my 50th birthday, and I'm so excited about
It's
it.
not your 50th birthday, though.
Okay, it's not my 50th birthday, but still.
I was like, wait. I thought you said she was going Saturday.
Sounds good. I've made so many plans for my 50th birthday this year that is not this year. But anyhow, that's me. How was your weekend, Saucy?
My weekend was wonderful. Like just kind of getting through the weekend, going with the flow and things like that. I met a lot of great people in the last couple of weeks. So, a lot of hope for the future, hopefully, because right now, as it stands, not a lot of hope, but there could be some hope for the future. So
There
I'm
will
excited.
be hope. You have to have
We've
hope.
had in the past couple of weeks, we had some very encouraging words from a lot of people, and it's inspiring.
Yeah.
It's inspiring. We just got to get to it.
Right, and I think
that's
that
what we
the
gonna
team
do.
is excited, and so we just gotta. It's not we've got the plan now. We just got to put the plan into action, and so I'm looking forward to that. I think that we are.
Yeah, we're on the path.
Yeah,
We is on the path.
We doing
I
it.
want to shout out to Tequila Sylvania because I went there early, very early, because the Eventbrite said to be there on time, and on
Yeah.
time was 9:22.
Black
the
people,
time I walk
when
in
every
there.
time black people say be there on time, I mean I got a little hour in between the time that they.
It
told
was
me to
packed.
be there.
Well, not 9:22 was a good amount of people in there. It wasn't packed, but it was a good amount of people in there. And then by about 11:30, 12 o'clock, I looked up and I'm like, God damn, I have not seen this much people in Oceanside this in a minute. And I did not know that it went to 2 o'clock.
me either, because we were like, "What's happening?"
So I found out that it goes till 2 o'clock, but performers have to be off by 1:45, the latest.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So that was by 1 o'clock, I was ready to go,
He was ready
Yeah.
to be out.
and I was out of there by about 1:05.
I didn't know that it went until then either, and I kept on like looking at my watch, like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna run out of time. We're gonna run out of
Right.
time.
Yeah, I was-
Like, what's happening?" So and I think a lot of people probably had that sentiment too. So,
But I did like what they did with the they sponsored that place out. Tequila Sylvania was the tequila of choice that you had to have.
it was the only one available.
They branded the place out down to the napkins.
Did a napkins.
Down to the
Down,
napkins.
I noticed that the napkins, the cups, everything.
Yeah.
Like you could not know who you was there for, what was sponsoring that place.
Right. So I know that takes a lot of work and a lot of energy. So on that side of things, on side of the branding,
Yeah.
they did a great job. The timing and everything was a little,
Yeah.
could have tightened that up. But other than that, I had a great time. That was a first time in a long time that I was that satisfied.
It reminded me of
Boston,
Lido's
honestly.
back in the day when they
Right.
used to be them big shows there and people used to
Right.
anticipate going and get dressed up.
Yeah.
And then you go there and there's mad people there.
Yeah.
Like that's literally like how it felt. Very
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know they did a lot of work.
Remindado.
Their team isn't that big, and I saw that they sold out all the VIPs, and they were personally bringing all the VIPers to their section, which I thought was kind of dope. You usually don't see that.
Yeah.
So other than that, yesterday I was at Nice Up Sundays.
Oh,
inside of,
you
Fort
nice?
Hill Bar and Grill. Nice Up Sundays brought
Oh,
to
that
you by
is
You
cute.
Nice. And,
How'd that go?
It was good. It was good. We had a good time, man. Them Hondurans know how to party. they know how to party and dance. That's one thing I can
And
say.
drink.
And drink.
And drink.
And
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah. So
And
shout out
don't
to
let there be
everybody.
a little food around. And get a little pastelito and things like that,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Cool, that's nice. Sounds like everybody had a pretty good weekend, and the weather was okay. It was kind of
It
cold.
was nice.
It was cold one time. I don't remember which one it was, but it was. I was nice all weekend.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, the drinks this weekend we're drinking.
Good morning, Sino. How you doing? Good morning, Shakira.
Oh, it's
How you doing?
Saucino.
It's Jess. How you doing?
That my good up, Francino.
Sino gave me a little reel on Sunday. I was like, I might not leave this
He
party.
took you to the bow?
He took me to the bow, girl.
To the bow.
There.
On the dance floor. Nice. That's nice.
Very nice.
Anyhow, people, let's get into this show. Saucy and Friends in the Morning artificially. What is
Boston's
it?
number one for
Officially.
everything.
Officially starts now.
I like your sweatsuit, Saucy.
Oh, thank you. My mother bought me this nice sweatsuit so that you guys can see here.
Let's show it to the people.
Sparked up.
It got sparks all over it.
Oh, that's nice.
We're gonna make these because this is lit.
nice.
This is when I saw this, I said, a little small though. I gotta go back and take it back. I gotta take the tags off. So if y'all see them, don't be popping my tags. God damn it. Don't you do it. But anyways, people, let's get into the show. Saucy and Friends in the Morning starts right now. Let's go.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM. We play your music your way all day, every day.
Broadcasting live worldwide. This is
Spark FM. Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
Pop, 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 pop. We in the building. Today's Tuesday. It is November 12th. It is Tony's birthday eve.
Yeah.
It is going to be partly cloudy and windy. Morning high around 53 degrees with temps falling to near 40 degrees a little bit later in the day. Winds in the northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Higher wind gusts if possible. Tonight, people, it's going to drop down to a very cold 27 degrees.
Gee.
27. That's below freezing, right?
Burr. Yeah, it is.
That's not cool. That's not cool at all, Massachusetts. I don't know what's going on, but it's going to start out 53, drop down to 40, and then drop down to 27.
That's right. That's right.
I'm surprised it didn't say 15. 8.
Drop down and get your eagle on.
Drop down and get your freezing on.
Oh, big happy birthday shout out to Bean. Happy birthday, Bean. She's 11 years old.
Happy
today.
birthday, Jordan.
So cool.
Happy birthday.
Her birthday is 11, 12,
Jordan.
13. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that's cool.
That's
11,
lit.
12, 13.
I love
That's
that.
really cool.
Yep. So shout out to her and shout
She
out to
did
my
that.
good friend Chris. Today is his birthday as well.
Good happy birthday to you guys. 11, 12, 13. That's such a special day.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, she got that.
And
She got
Jess
that.
said, today is my bestie birthday. Please help her wish to Tanita. Tanita, shout out to you. Happy birthday. Going out to Tanita.
Happy birthday, Tanita.
Scorpio gang, you
Tony and
sexual
Tanita got
deviants.
birthdays a day apart. That's
Tony and
funny.
Tanita. Oh,
Right? This is the Scorpio.
I missed a birthday yesterday. God damn it.
Well, it's never too late. Say it.
Never too late to make a birthday.
This
Yeah.
is Scorpio.
It's Scorpio.
It's Scorpio season. Yes, it is.
It's
I mean,
Scorpio
yes.
season.
But yeah, with that said, we're going to get into this news and find out what's going on. The news has been newsing. I won't be watching too much of the news other than to report it here to you guys. But Trump, you know, I just want...
Trump's trumping.
I'm hoping... What I'm hoping... Let me tell you what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that we're being dramatic. That's what I'm hoping. I don't think... Shh, Tristan, hush. I'm really hoping that we're being dramatic and that all of the things that we think is going to happen is not going to happen. However, my optimism for everybody being dramatic is not so optimistic. Because as I see things start to roll out, I'm like, well, there you have it.
Yeah.
That's what he said he was going to do.
Yep.
When a man tells you who he is, you need to believe him. And let's get into the news, and we'll get into that later. Police shoot a dog after it attacks people in Dorchester. Oh, that has to go down. That's terrible. That's a terrible way to start the morning. Boston police shot a dog in Dorchester after it started attacking people Monday night, sending at least 2 to the hospital. Goddamn. Officers responded to a call from a woman who said her dog was biting people on Dakota Street around 8:30 p.m. They shot the dog.
The woman called the police on her own dog?
Yeah. At least 2 people were taken to the hospital with undisclosed injuries. The dog's condition was not immediately available. I'm pretty sure the dog is dead, you know? But go to the story.
Shot a dog that was attacking people in Dorchester. Police say the dog's owner called 911 saying her dog was biting people. This happened at a park on Dakota Street last night. At least 2 people were rushed to the hospital. Neighbors tell us it was a pit bull that's known in the neighborhood for being aggressive.
If it was in danger, of course, you have to do what you have to do. No one wants to get bitten by a dog. That's a very horrible feeling. So I can only imagine how they feel. But yeah, that's
horrible.
Horrible.
We still have no update on the condition
I get
of
it.
the 2 people taken to the hospital or the dog.
I get it. Horrible is what she meant to say. Horrorful, if you think about it, I'm full of horror.
Full of horror.
You know, so I see what she did there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might not be a word, but it is. I see what she did.
Damn,
It was horrible.
Why ready to find the people they put on the
It
news?
was.
I
You
mean,
got to do what you got to do.
the poor thing. She had to call the police on her own dog, which
Yeah,
is
that's
it's just
sad.
That wasn't
something.
the owner.
Oh, that wasn't the owner.
No, that was
not
a neighbor,
The-
somebody, and they said that dog has been known to be aggressive. A lot of these people get these pit bulls, and I think pit bulls are awesome from what I read about them. But a lot of y'all be out here just being stupid, like, oh, I'm gonna fight him, I'm gonna make him fight. I remember this one, we was walking.
Look. Larry says he's familiar with this dog that's apparently a menace.
Which is so funny because Menace has the name Menace, and Menace is the complete opposite of a
He's
menace.
such a calm dog.
Complete
He's such a
opposite.
nice boy.
You need to name him
He's a good boy.
Mellow.
I know.
Yes, mellow. But that is what is going on. Y'all got to be good dog owners and don't have them biting people.
Yeah, man.
Fire crews on both U.S. coasts battle a wildfire. So yesterday I did see the trees that we did have in Massachusetts. We have quite the forest lands,
Yeah.
and they are on fire.
Oh no.
They are on fire. Fire crews on both coasts of the United States continued battling wildfires on Sunday, including a blaze in New York and New Jersey that killed a parks employee, and another in Southern California that destroyed more than 130 structures and damaged dozens more. Firefighters continue to make progress against a wildfire northeast of Los Angeles in Ventura County that broke out Wednesday and quickly exploded into size due to dry, warm, gusty Santa Ana winds. Here, I know that there's a lot more trees catching on fire. I was watching a news program today, and it was just a blaze. Look at that! Look at the screen.
This is California.
Oh
right
my
on the screen.
That's
Kinda
crazy.
Beautiful. Crazy.
What's the name of the show that we watch? Country Fire.
Fire country.
Fire Country is Fire Country's in California, right?
Yep.
So I wonder if they're out there fighting these fires.
You think so? That unit?
Yeah.
I wonder if is that a real thing?
Like the police, the
prisoner
prisoners get to
unit
be
of
firefighters.
firefighters?
I don't know. Can prisoners be firefighters?
Strenuous outdoor physical activity. In California's Ventura County, northwest of Los Angeles, a wildfire forced thousands of residents to evacuate.
First, it skipped us and it started burning our neighbor's house past us. We thought we were okay. Evacuated anyway, and today came back and the house was gone.
When a Santa Ana wind like this blows, it's very difficult and challenging for our resources to get engaged due to the rapid spread of the fire.
The 20,000-acre mountain fire broke out Wednesday and is 26% contained. Its cause is under investigation. The local fire department says road closures and evacuation warnings remain in effect in some areas. Julie Martin, Scripps News.
So this is so crazy. This is so crazy. We just hired a felon, right, to be the president of the United States.
Absolutely. Not me.
Oh, y'all. Them. Since World War II, California has relied on prisoners to fight the fire state immensely destructive wildfires. But once released from prison, the state makes it almost impossible for former prisoners to earn a living fighting fires full time. Nearly all local fire departments require certification as an emergency medical technician. Ain't that disgusting work? I'ma fight fires for you while I'm in jail. I'ma fight fires for you for free.
Yeah.
But upon my release, you won't let me get a job fighting in the same fire brigade in which I just helped you fight all of these fires?
America's not serious, and I think that's what it is.
100%. America's not serious because
y'all don't take anything seriously.
y'all president is literally a 34 count federal criminal.
Yep.
And y'all let him back in here.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. That's, do you know, yesterday I was watching, I love The View, and I really, really love The View, and sometimes I'd be afraid for The View because of what he might do when it comes to them. But yesterday they were talking about that, how he's a criminal, he's going to pardon himself so that he doesn't have to face anything. The Supreme Court has basically given him immunity for whatever. And Ana Navarro said, you know what Joe Biden needs to do before he leaves office? Pardon Hunter. Pardon your son. Let him go. Let him go free. Pardon him the hell, and that's it. Whatever. Act bad, because it's crazy out here, and so it ain't gonna get any better. What's that always pops up on this thing? Oh, shut up, Trisha.
What?
They canceled The View now.
Oh, shut up, Trisha. It's part of the state's conservation camp program.
Oh, they're writing. He's taking the Instagram and putting it over here so everybody else can see.
I'm like, what is that? Okay.
Human remains found inside a burned vehicle on Cape Cod. I mean, I'm not going to get into that because that's crazy. Classes are canceled on Wednesday in 3 North Shore communities. Well, they are striking again.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They stay striking and they not supposed to strike. The long holiday weekend is getting longer for students and parents in 3 North Shore communities as teachers hit the picket line. Teachers in Marblehead will join their fellow educators in Beverly and Gloucester pushing for new contracts. Let's go to the clip. Marblehead.
I wish I was still in school.
Say their requests will lead to cuts in other departments. Boston 25 News reporter Ryan Breslin is live in Marblehead this morning, where today is the first day that school is actually canceled because of the strike. Ryan.
Good morning to you, Catherine and Ray. Yeah, that's right. Instead of heading inside of Marblehead High School this morning, teachers will instead line up along the sidewalk and strike here. They, along with Gloucester and Beverly teachers, they have not been able to reach a new agreement, new contract with their respective school committees as of yet, which means school has now been canceled. Now, here in Marblehead, the school committee says the 34% increase the Marblehead Education Association wants is not affordable, and they say it would create a $7.5 million shortfall that would require a property tax override as well as layoffs of 75 staff. But the union says that they are fighting for better pay for paraprofessionals and paid parental leave.
These are the same problems that are facing every single district, and we are standing together and united because we are trying to come to the table with solutions to solve these problems.
The Marblehead School Committee saying in part, quote, the union's all or nothing strategy, and they're conspiring with other MTA unions in neighboring communities on this illegal strike is only hurting the students. We want our school doors open, but so far the MEA is refusing to consider realistic options that are in the best interest of students. Marblehead teachers, they will also be holding a rally today at Seaside Park. That's happening at 12:30. We also know Beverly and Gloucester teachers, they are expected to be in court later on this afternoon for a hearing on contempt. For now, live in Marblehead, Ryan Breslin for your local station, Boston 25 News.
That don't sound.
Boston 20.
That don't sound good.
It don't. It don't. Quick reminder: everybody got to get their real ID by May 7th of next year, or else.
I thought it was
October
sooner
sooner.
this year that just passed.
I just saw somebody write May 7th. The deadline is May 7th.
I have it here. I have a story here. So the real deadline for the Real ID is rapidly approaching. The Real ID law was passed by the U.S. Congress in 2005 at the recommendation of the 9/11 Commission. It was put in place to help prevent any types of similar terror attacks in the future. The hijackers back on 9/11 had more than 30 false IDs, said Dan Velez, TSA spokesperson for New England. So with the Real ID Act, what they're trying to do is make it so that people aren't just using fraudulent IDs anytime they're traveling, especially by plane. Velez said that while the implementation of the Real ID has been delayed multiple times, this time it's for real. It will not be delayed again, Velez said. So when is the deadline? Oh, the deadline is May 7th, 2025. Most passengers at Logan are aware of the Real ID, although many don't have one yet. That's why Massachusetts Registrar of Motor Vehicles, Colleen Ogilvie, is trying to spread the word. So in Massachusetts, we have 55% compliance. at this time, which is right in line with the national average at 56% nationally. So more work needs to be done. Now, what the Real ID is only for domestic travel, right?
Yeah, basically.
But you can still use your passport.
You can still use your passport.
Yeah, you can still use your passport.
Yeah.
Yeah, because somebody was saying, I was like, I'm not getting mine until next year when my license expires because I'm not paying twice. I'm not giving the state no more extra money. But yeah, so if I got to fly domestically before May 7th, after May 7th, I just got to bring my passport.
Jenna Burley asked, do you need a real ID if you have a passport? Yes.
No, they said passengers can still get on a plane by presenting an active passport to TSA agents. However, most Americans don't bring a passport when flying domestically.
Because you never had to.
But
because you never had to, right?
Yeah.
But they said we need one here, right?
No, after the Real ID passes, you have to have the passport. But if people know that they have to bring the pass, because I technically feel that my passport should be for domestic and international flights. I'm only getting a passport to go international. No, let me use that all the time. If I gotta fly, I want to bring my passport.
It's a passport. Whenever I got to pass through the airport.
Exactly, a passport.
Airport.
Shouldn't just be for international. No, make my passport be for all of the.
But it's so weird though because I just renewed my license because it's expiring tomorrow. The old one was expiring tomorrow, so I just renewed it, and this is my second Real ID. So, but I don't remember checking off anything special.
Maybe during COVID they were. I think during
like a
COVID
few years ago,
they were doing something that you could just go and get your Real ID if you wanted to.
How long do you like? How often
Snyder
do you renew
said
your
only
license?
girls got passports.
I think every 10 years.
Every 10 years. So that was before COVID. Then I had my last one. Then it was 10 years ago.
Oh, well, there wasn't. Real ID ain't been around for 10 years.
I swear
I think you might have just went and got your Real ID.
Did I?
Yeah, I don't think it because it expired. I think you went and got it.
Oh, no, you know what, though? Mine fell into the category where I had to renew before the 10 years because my other life, when you age and you have to take a new picture. Because this is I had to take a new picture. So that's why I had to go renew my license early. But yeah, I got the little star right there. And they made me darker so I don't look like a smiley face, which is nice.
Wow.
Okay. I look just like an emoji.
Oh, it's 5 years for license.
5 years.
Okay,
Okay,
so that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yes, okay, good. Thank you.
Yep.
So anyhow, you do have to go and do that. So that's why don't wait until the last minute. If you have travel plans in May and you don't have an active passport, you really should just get a Real ID in Massachusetts is what they're suggesting. But again, what?
So the I-team is saying that pink cocaine may have reached the Boston area.
Not the Tootsie.
Then we got the Tootsie.
Yeah.
Okay. What we gotta do? How we went? Oh, it's so beautiful.
No,
Wow.
it's
It looks so beautiful. Triste.
It's no good.
Play in the clip. It looks so beautiful.
Oh, look at P. Diddy all in the pink cocaine story.
But the party drug has also made its way here to New England. And as federal agents tell our chief investigator, Cheryl Fiandaca, the lethal combination of psycholytics can be deadly.
This is approximately 800 grams of pink cocaine. Street level distribution value is about $80,000.
Federal agents say the expensive drug has made its way into the Big Apple.
This is about a gram of pink cocaine that can be sold anywhere from $20 up to $100.
Marketed to young people online and through social media, the I-team has learned the drug gets its pink color with food coloring. And in most cases, it does not contain any cocaine at all. What is pink cocaine?
It doesn't have any cocaine in it.
Testing to date has shown concoctions containing ketamine to methamphetamine to methylene dioxymethamphetamine, which is
like
also known as MDMA and or Molly. Really serious high court drugs that could result in death.
Usually ingested nasally, pink cocaine was recently linked to former One Direction singer Liam Payne's death in Argentina. Also called Tootsie, the drug was named in a sexual harassment lawsuit filed in February against Sean Diddy Combs. Music producer Rodney Little Rod Jones claims Combs' employees were required to carry Tootsie and other drugs in fanny packs. Drug enforcement agents in New England say pink cocaine has already been found in our area.
We have had some reporting. I do not believe as of this date we have made any significant seizures here.
But in New York, agents have made big seizures, and prosecutors say they are seeing pink cocaine in date rape cases.
It can put people into what they call a K-hole, where they feel like they're in a blank space, like they're dissociated from their body, they're dissociated from their brain, they don't know what's going on.
Just a few milligrams of pink cocaine can have the same effect of approximately 6 actual cocaine. So that's kind of scary because you don't really know what you're ingesting.
While the DEA has the drug on its radar, fentanyl is still their biggest concern. Massachusetts data shows in 2023, of the 1,971 opioid-related overdose deaths, fentanyl was found in 90% of the cases.
They believe they're ingesting one thing and they're ingesting fentanyl. It's a very dangerous game that people are playing if they choose to ingest something that they got off the street or off the web, because that one decision may very well be your last.
The DEA says in 2023, seized more than 80 million pills laced with fentanyl and 12,000 pounds of fentanyl powder. Cheryl Fiandaga, WBZ News.
They outside.
It's a new.
The drugs is outside. The drugs is so
Larry said, I
druggy.
don't ever want to be that high. Me too.
Me either. Like, there's nothing about hearing this story that I'm like, you know, I wonder if it may be cool to try some pink cocaine, or maybe I should get one of these fentanyl pills. I just don't want my brain to disassociate from my body, or me not to be able to feel any part of my body while still being alive. Like, that sounds like it sucks.
What would make, first, two things. Why would they call it pink cocaine if it doesn't contain any cocaine?
That's just what they...
Maybe because you got to sniff it the same way. But that's crazy how it doesn't contain any cocaine.
That you gotta
cocaine. I mean cocaine. Like, that's very you got to be real adventurous to want to do that.
You gotta be real adventurous to try. I'm so scared. I just feel like I don't know, most drugs I feel like if you do it, you're gonna die immediately.
Yeah, like I've watched enough movies to see somebody smoke something real one time, and then go into it and never come out.
Right.
And now everybody's wondering where they got it from. You know, like I don't want you guys to be wondering that about me. So just assume that I won't have any pink cocaine in my system.
Yeah, me as well.
Guess what, Massachusetts? What? The ground round is coming back.
Where did I find that from?
And most of you guys here, I think our demographic here in the morning is a little bit of a mature crowd. So you probably do know very well about the ground round. They give you a little bowl of popcorn. Right?
They did, yep. They gave you popcorn.
They gave you popcorn. We used to go there for all the birthday parties and things. And that's nice burger.
We did. A nice burger.
I don't remember anything else about the ground round. What is it wasn't bad. It was like Chili's and Applebee's and things.
Do you remember Bennigan's?
That's breakfast.
No. Bennigan's used to be downtown. It was like
diner-ish?
the green sign. It used to be right there on the corner, like across from Venue-ish. And it used to be a little restaurant called Bennigan's. There were all kinds of nice little restaurants like that when we were growing up. Chili's.
I remember
Our Chili's is still there, bro.
Oh.
Which one had a clown in it?
That was the ground round.
That was the ground. Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I was about to say that is
here it is.
McDonald.
It's my steak place.
Yes.
It's our family place.
It's our lunch place.
Right now, kids pay what they weigh. Just a penny a pound.
Oh, yeah, I remember pay what you weigh.
65 cents.
Oh, they would never be able to do that today.
65 cents.
65 cents.
65 cents. CK be like $200.
You never play that game today.
Child, see? We used to have it. We had it good. We had a good life, you know.
A family favorite restaurant is returning to Massachusetts. The Ground Round is set to make a comeback in the Bay State in January. The restaurant chain posted on Facebook that they are looking for people to join their team. The Shrewsbury location will be located at 271 Grafton Street, home of a former Chinese restaurant. The restaurant chain was founded in Massachusetts in 1969 before it filed for bankruptcy in 2004. There are currently 4 Ground Round locations in the United States, 1 in Ohio, 3 in North Dakota. That's crazy. How did they survive? Oh, I mean Ohio and North Dakota. I'm pretty sure that is, that is probably some pretty elegant fare.
That's Trump country.
Yes, and that's where they go and have them little dry steaks that they was just eating, them little pale shrimps that was on that thing.
Malika, you don't want a Waffle House. You don't want a Waffle House on the East.
A Waffle House, because we don't be open late enough and drunk enough for Waffle House here, for Waffle House to be good.
They had the Hen House, remember?
The Hen House was good, but
the Hen House was good when it first started.
Yep,
but
it
the
was.
Naggers got to it.
Yeah, they did.
They
really
did.
did.
And remember, you just wanted to go in there to get your little waffle late night. You used to be all kind of brawling there. And it was just like, I just want my waffle.
Chicken in the waffle. And then it used to take a dumbass long time.
Yep.
For no reason.
Yep.
But we do need a chicken and waffle facility in general.
I'm about to cook chicken and waffle on the late night.
I think
I'm about to do chicken and waffle.
I'm not even talking to Tristan because Tristan could have been a whole damn millionaire.
I'm gonna do it.
Tristan could have built you. Even if you just say on Sundays from 12 to 4, I'm gonna make breakfast every Sunday. You wouldn't have to do nothing else. You would literally make a profit, a big one.
I'm gonna do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You cook on the back over there. Tell people walk up the stairs, get their food, and leave. Don't come in. Just get it and leave. God damn it. But yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Grandma's back. And then last but not least, a bench is dedicated for a 100-year-old woman that's living in Roxbury. A bench in Roxbury is being dedicated to a 100-year-old woman. The dedication took place on Saturday afternoon at the Holborn Park. It honors 100-year-old Marion Manning, who worked 30 years as a daycare director before becoming foster grandparents for 25 years. Manning retired at 95 years old.
Retired at 95.
Retired. Wow. Following the ceremony, the bench will be moved to the Vine Street Community Center on Dudley Street in Boston. November 9th will also be known as Marion Manning Day in Boston.
Beautiful.
Good for her. That's beautiful. I just for those who make it to this grand age, bless your heart. Mm-hmm. Bless your heart.
I'm glad she was able to see her be still alive and get her flowers.
They should have gave her a whole little train, a little bus stop. With a shelter.
Name the bus stops after people, huh?
They should. That would be nice.
Let's suggest that.
That's what is it? The city of Boston got a suggestion box.
I have a good friend that I met the other day that actually works at Vine Street. I'm gonna call her up.
Yes, and say make it into a little house.
Yeah,
so I can sit down.
A little shelter
and things. Well, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in a few moments with the national and world news. Keep it locked right here, Spark FM Online.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
Radio, New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present the Thanksgiving play. Isn't it time we rethink Thanksgiving? That's the question on the table when 4 politically correct performers try to create a new take on the traditional Thanksgiving holiday pageant. Rambunctious, wild, and fearless, the Thanksgiving play serves up history and humor with a steaming side dish of uniquely American hypocrisy. Opening on November 21st and running through December 15th at Arrow Street Arts in Cambridge. Tickets are $45 and are available at arrowstreetarts.org. Pay what you wish options are available at the box office.
Often
often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Spark FM.
Wheezy boy, make me dance. Daddy-o, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm over.
Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Watching, and then I don't love you.
Wow.
Right around
Keep
and
anticipating.
Yes.
I don't know the rest.
Cause my loneliness
There
got
you
the
go.
best of me.
Oh. Every day I wanna pick up the phone and tell you that you're everything and needing more. If only I can find you.
Oh, he was out? He was a little bit
Was
out.
I singing even the right song at all?
I don't know. I think so.
Oh, that's the part I was singing. That's the part I was
Like
singing.
the sun coming down.
Yeah.
Who sing this song?
That's
Case and Joseph?
I miss you.
That's Case.
No, just Case.
Oh.
I don't know. Who dated Beyonce briefly.
Oh, really?
He had a video with her when she was the vixen in his video.
I too dated Beyonce.
I bet you did.
I did.
All right.
It is time for our national and world news. Miss Tony, hit me with the facts.
Well, you know, the is hitting the fan because Trump voters are starting to realize what they did, and the stories are going viral.
Good.
Viral. They can't even take it. They're like, what did I do here?
We know we ain't got no setup for no virus either, so
What?
take it.
So there's the stories. There's a Trump voter who relies on the Affordable Care Act, which both the president-elect and the Republicans are likely not to support extending past 2025. And he said, I actually had a Trump voter say to me today, he's not really going to get rid of the ACA, right? My wife and I both have plans through that. Yes, he is.
Y'all so worried about the damn border that don't got nothing to do with y'all.
Yeah.
But you didn't stop for 1 minute to think about all of your rights being taken away from you.
there's a lot of people yesterday I had to ask Sauce. I was like, so what is a tariff? And explain it to me, because a lot of people who voted for Trump are now realizing what a tariff is and how it's going to likely hurt them. And so, somebody said that their MAGA neighbor came over and was just fascinating journey through the mindset. First, he was gloaty about how Trump was going to save the economy, whether I like it or not. Then annoyed that I said tariffs are dumb. Then sad when he learned that they are, and angry I said I could afford them, whether he could or not, because that's going to be a thing that is going to affect a lot of us, right?
Tariffs are pretty much the taxes that are paid from someone who is producing a product.
Yeah.
So you know how a lot of people would go over to China because they can get a cheaper thing on more product.
Mm-hmm.
Now what they're doing is if they start charging China all them taxes to not import here, China's going to say, oh, we'll still ship them to y'all, but y'all got to pay for them now.
Mm-hmm.
So now the consumer, the purchaser, like the company, the Spark FM, now has to pay the taxes that China is imposing on their cheaper goods to make up for whatever else.
So all them 69-cent things that you could get on Temu.
Hello.
You ain't going to get no.
They not going to get those fast fashion and all kinds of stuff. That's not going to happen.
Not the Shein?
Shein, child.
Oh, hell.
Shein.
What we supposed to wear on trips?
Spark FM, you're live on the radio.
Don't you know no good? Don't you know no good? We told them not to vote for Trump, but they did not listen to
Everybody
us.
knew.
Now they're regretting it.
Everybody knew. Everybody knew. Everybody knew everything. And the two things that won this election was abortions and the border.
Yep.
That's it.
The border.
Nobody
the border,
cared
the border,
about
the border.
anything else except abortions and murder.
Not only that, a lot of people were scared to let this woman run office, knowing that a woman runs the war no matter what, but they were scared of war. Now war is over, they regret having a man president.
Yeah.
What's going on in
And
America?
war is not over because Donald Trump is about to turn up. He's about to press mad buttons.
Donald Trump is a puppet. We know that, right? Yep. And Donald Trump is he's just the face of whatever's going on, the stupid, ugly orange face of everything that's going on. But he's just a puppet. There's people back there definitely pulling the strings behind Donald Trump. How about all these parents of autistic children who voted for Donald Trump and who's talking about getting rid of the Department of Education? Yep. Where's the services for your children now? Nope. How are they gonna, what's happening? He's trying to get rid of that. Mm-hmm. Get rid of that. There's technology people whose jobs are being paid for by special education classes. The special education classes support these technologies more than anything. He's trying to get rid of that. You will no longer have that. One place said that their job has already gotten rid of their Christmas bonuses.
Good.
We have to start preparing for what happens after January, so you're not getting a Christmas bonus. Mm-hmm. All of you who voted for that. There's a Trump businessman who found out that mass deportation will indeed affect his company, where a huge portion of his labor is illegal. Yesterday on The View, they were saying how all of these, Anna Navarro was saying how a lot of her friends down in Miami are worried about their illegal nannies. Mm-hmm. What's gonna happen?
Ain't that I said that before. Yep. I said all of y'all with these nannies that you get to pay under the table for a less amount of money, they're all getting deported. So who's gonna watch your little child?
Right, that's what Anna said. She tells them all whenever they call her and say anything, well, learn to wipe your own child's ass then.
Exactly.
So all of that, and just, the mass deportation, of course, which is the first thing on his agenda. All of those things are going to affect so many people.
The gender reaffirming care.
Yep.
You guys think that that's just for them to get their genitals, whatever.
Yep.
That means mental health. That means blood tests. That means just regular health. That's health checkups. That means regular medications like Tylenol and ibuprofen and all kinds of stuff. That's mental health issues.
Yep.
The LGBTQ hotline has said that they have gotten an influx of suicidal calls ever since Donald Trump has become. But that's what y'all wanted.
Yeah.
So that's what y'all get.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was reading an article yesterday too about this guy who voted for Donald Trump and was very, very braggy about it. And the day after the election, the kids from his neighbor kids came over to his people and they were like, y'all need to go back to Mexico the day after he voted for Donald Trump. It's not going to be, it's going to be bad. Trump has also appointed this new border czar. And I put a video in there, a little bit of what this new border czar is saying, Trump's new border czar to Democratic governors. He says, get the hell out of the way. So Tom Homan is the new border czar. He's the former acting ICE director, and he will be the new border czar coming in. There was a 2020 interview with him on Sunday. He's very staunch, very, very serious. He's not playing games with you,
He has zero emote. He
None.
does not emote
At all.
He was, what they say, somebody was like, what, are you going to separate families? He was like, no, the families can get deported together.
And that means even if there's somebody in the family that is a U.S. citizen, you can get deported too.
Yep.
Because
they're taking away that. Even if you come here, if you come here and you have a kid and you think that your kid can stay here because it was born on American soil, no.
No more.
You and your child, get out.
And they're trying to eliminate getting married, right? Getting married in order to stay in the well, not in order to stay in the country, but you
can't get married and get your citizenships through there.
Right. So President-elect Donald Trump announced Sunday night that Tom Homan, who served as the acting director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement in his last administration, will be in charge of the nation's borders.
Though I was warned the details are still fluid, they could change. But you'll remember Tom Homan. He was in Trump's first term in office when he served as the acting director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement. He recently defended Trump's plan to carry out mass deportations in an interview with 60 Minutes.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together. It's not going to be a mass sweep of neighborhoods. It's not going to be building concentration camps. I've read it all. It's ridiculous.
The president-elect thinks highly of Tom Homan. We know that he has an interest of bringing him back into this incoming administration. He is likely somebody that has influence over these immigration policies that really will take it to the next level from even the previous anti-immigration agenda that we saw when the president-elect was last in the White House. We know that there are plans to redirect funds from the military, from the Pentagon, in order to create these mass detention camps. We know that he does have plans to also use the military at the border and also for these kind of sweeping deportations throughout the country. We know also that Stephen Miller, who was the architect of his last anti-immigration agenda, is obviously a pivotal decision maker in the forthcoming agenda as well.
Explore endless design.
Finn said that Obama deported more people than Trump. Obama deported 1.18 million people. So he's saying that Trump wants to outdo him.
And I was just about to say that if you didn't say that last part, you know that Trump does not want to ever not have the highest of something. So
the biggest.
The
He always
biggest.
wants the biggest.
So if Obama, that's probably been sitting on his head for a while ever since his own presidency, that, like Obama deported so much more. So I'm going to have to deport a lot more than Obama did so that I can say Trump deported the largest amount of people ever in his presidency.
What do you guys think about the border situation? Do you think that it definitely was just a lot, a very, very loose border?
When it comes to Republican policies, there are some that I really do agree with. And, sometimes it makes me nervous to say them because I do try to be as inclusive as possible. But I do think that we do have a problem at the border.
Yeah.
There's way too many people coming in. And not like before, I feel like I didn't notice it or I didn't know. But I think that the problem is that when people are coming in and there's no way to put them, and now people are living like animals in parks and in airports and stuff like that. I think that at that point there needs to be locked down because we can't help them right now. There needs to be a better system that at least we know that they're going to go to temporary housing and then from there they'll find them this and whatever. But this influx of just migrants that are coming in from everywhere and people seem to be dumping them at the sanctuary states where there's nothing to do and it's only causing chaos and havoc for the people that actually live here and pay taxes and stuff. I do believe that there's a problem and it needs to be fixed. Children being able to decide whether or not they want to be a different sex at the age of 10 and 12 and 13 years old. Absolutely not. If you cannot vote, if you cannot buy cigarettes, if you cannot get into a club and either buy alcohol,
Yep.
you can't get a tattoo,
Yep.
a permanent change on your body, then you should not be able to get any gender affirming transitional things until you are at least 21 years of age and your frontal lobe has started to close in.
I agree.
So things like that I do have an issue with. I don't have a issue with trading amongst the countries if we could get a lower price. Some people love, American steel and manufacturers. Other people want a little foreign car and a little foreign t-shirts and stuff like that. So those kind of things I don't agree with. But border abortion, that's not my fight. I should be allowed to do what I want to do with my body because it's my body.
Right.
And I'm not debating with anybody over what I do with my body. So that's crazy.
Right.
Those are things that I don't understand.
Which leads us into the next story. Your body, my choice, and other attacks on women surge on social media.
Because nobody believed it. When you guys picked Trump, what you did is picked freedom of speech. That's not how it's written in the Constitution. Y'all picked freedom to get punched in your mouth. But go ahead. That's what they did. There's no freedom of speech protects you from getting in trouble with the government.
Yeah.
You can't come in my face talking about I got freedom of speech. You got freedom to get punched in your eyes.
In your mouth. About the face. Guard your grill.
Yeah, guard your grill.
Sexist and abusive attacks on women like Your Body, My Choice and Get Back in the Kitchen have served across social media since Donald Trump's re-election, according to analysis from the Institute for Strategic Dialogue. An ex-post from white nationalist and Holocaust denier. You denied Holocaust denier? I didn't even know that was a thing. Holocaust denier?
Oh, I know. I'm not.
Nick Fuentes last Tuesday night saying Your Body, My Choice forever has been viewed more than 90 million times and reposted more than 35,000 times. Between Thursday and Friday, the ISD recorded a 4,600% increase in mentions of the phrase on X, and a number of women on TikTok posted videos saying their comments had been filled with users posting the phrase. Nick Fuentes was still trending on X and TikTok on Monday. The phrase, "We own your body," was also trending on TikTok, although many of the videos featured women pushing back on the trend. Your Body, My Choice is an apparent subversion of the phrase My Body, My Choice, which was used by women as a rallying cry in support of reproductive rights. You guys remember that book? That big book that a lot of women had on their coffee table. It was My Body, My Choice. Big, thick book back in the 80s. Well, that was when y'all just came.
Is that boy
y'all had just come. The rise in harassment signals that far-right online trolls and extremists feel emboldened by the outcome of an election that many had viewed as a referendum of women's reproductive rights. On the campaign trail, Trump himself came under fire for comments about women, including that he would protect women whether they like it or not.
Oh, yes. I remember that one. I said, oh, wow. Wow.
Vice President-elect J.D. Vance also took heat for comments about women, including deriding childless cat ladies and calling Vice President Kamala Harris trash. Many of those trolls are part of the so-called manosphere, which the ISD describes as the online misogynistic communities that vary from anti-feminism to more explicit violent rhetoric towards women. And as with many types of online provocations, experts worry that this type of harassment could spill over into the offline world. And like I said, I was watching that episode of Twat.
What? What is it called?
Wow. What were you watching, honey? Tell us. What was it?
SWAT.
Wow. That's what you was watching, huh, sis?
Where's the thing?
Oh, God. It was an episode.
Oh, my. SWAT is crazy. That is...
Yo, what speed?
Well, we were talking about women's reproductive rights.
Oh, Father.
Whoa. It was about a group of men who gathered online to talk trash about women, and then one of them decided that he was going to go take out a personal vendetta on all those women. He was going to be this vigilante and went and murdered those women.
I feel like that's what's scary to me.
Yeah.
When I think about it, I'm not necessarily thinking that that Trump's policy. Oh, that was super fraudulent. Freudian. I'm not thinking that Trump's policies is going to bother me. I'm more so thinking about these jackasses that are around who do feel very emboldened by his ability to make them feel like freedom of speech, and this is going. I promise you, this is going to be our downfall. Is this freedom of speech thing, because people are going to start getting, spin kicked in their chest, and that's unfortunate.
Guard your grill.
Yeah,
guard your grill.
Snyder said there's been a few incidences that have killed a dozen women.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna, like, you're outside and somebody says something to you, and what if a man turns around and be like, "No, B, your body, my body, or your body, my choice," or something like that. Yeah. And now I'm scared because he feels like that is his right over me to be able to do and say whatever he wants to. And because Trump is the president.
What happened with my friend when Trump won the last time? He said he was just walking down the street. He's a black man walking down the street, and a drunk white man came up to him and was like, "Welcome to Trump country," and just sucker punched him.
Oh,
those type of we've seen that. We've reported on stories about violence of women before this even happened.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to this clip here.
My choice forever. That's what this young right-wing commentator guy posted just as Donald Trump won the US election.
Oh, sorry. What happened?
Control your bodies. It's your body, my choice.
His post blew up and led to thousands of others. And now young kids are even repeating it in school, according to mums posting about it on TikTok.
A 13-year-old daughter said that today at school, there were boys everywhere wearing red Trump hats and commenting to the girls, "Your body, my choice."
Your body, my choice forever. And some of the other comments really are talking about women losing further access to their reproductive rights under a Donald Trump presidency. But actually the comments go a lot further, some threatening women with violent sexual assault. So according to some of these comments online, they say they'll be bred willingly or unwillingly. Women threatening sex strikes as if you have a choice. Experts across the board are worried about how the threats have escalated and say misogynistic language has been mainstreamed by the Trump campaign. Just recently, the president-elect's son posted about Trump beating 2 women. Now, some women are swearing off men altogether.
I've heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now, women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. If you are a man, I will not be talking to you.
Yeah, there's it's the 4B movement?
What is, you was telling me about it the other day.
I think that's what it's called. It's something that originated in Korea, and it's women who are now saying that they will not date, they will not marry, they will not have children, they will not associate with men anymore because of this. And it's 4B or 4NOS is a radical feminist movement that emerged in South Korea during the mid to late 2010s on Twitter and on the website WOMAD. The name refers to its defining 4 tenets, which all start with the Korean language term bi, roughly meaning no. But basically it's no dating, not dating, not having sex, not marrying, and not having children with men is so like complete division.
I'm going to ask very, obvious questions. So are we a lesbian-like society that we have sex with each other, or are we celibate? Because either one of those don't seem like something that I would be interested in.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you got to pick your poison. What do you decide? You get, I don't know.
I'm just going to fight for my rights, and I'm still going to relate with men.
Use them.
Yes. I'm going to use them. Maybe I don't date them, but I let them take me out to eat. Maybe I don't have sex with them, but we do a little dry hunching or something like that.
I don't know if I'm gonna eliminate the sex.
Maybe I won't marry them, but I will have one spend a night 5 days a week.
Do you know what it's like for? Remember? Okay, so back in the day, they used the term hysteria, right?
Burning up the bras.
Hysteria. Hysteria referred to women who were going crazy, and so there was this doctor who decided, like, the reason why the cure for hysteria was for the women to come into his doctor's office, and he would literally digitally stimulate them to let them release, and that was the cure for hysteria. They had to come in like once a week or whatever more if they were more hysterical, and that's what it was. We gonna have to be hysterical because there's no way that we gonna completely eliminate.
Can it?
We can't. Can you imagine a society of just a bunch of angry women?
Yeah, no. That the make it.
No.
That the make it, boss. Because no. Some of us got to release distress. We either got to do kickboxing or
kicking it.
Kicking it. Kick the box in.
High five, sis. You got the kickboxing. Kick in the box.
Kick in the box. Either way. Somebody got to release.
There gotta be a box involved.
There's gotta be box.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Anyway, I don't even know what we're talking about, but yeah, it's about to get wild out here. It's about to get wild. Y'all better learn your Bibles and get a gun because it's crazy.
Say it one more time. Learn your Bibles and get a gun.
Learn the Bible.
That's what those are two things to do in 2025.
Because look at this: a 14-year-old boy pleads guilty to sexually assaulting a 91-year-old woman. Your body, my choice. That's what this boy is saying. Florida teen was charged with sexual assault. In June. Well, it happened in June. It was coming. A 14-year-old boy pleaded guilty to sexually assaulting a 91-year-old woman. Jesse Stone, who was charged with sexual assault and burglary, entered the plea on Thursday, November 7th, according to court records. Stone was arrested in June after the woman called police to report that she was sexually assaulted in her Florida home near the town of Reddick. Deputies said the woman awoke around midnight on Sunday, June 9th, to find Stone sneaking through her home. In a cruel act of violence, she was beaten and sexually battered by the suspect. In the days following the attack, police say they spoke to the 14-year-old who told them that a neighbor captured a video of a person wearing a dark t-shirt and shorts jogging in the area the night before. Though the teen declined that it was him in the video, a detective noted that he was wearing similar clothes to the person in the footage, according to the news. Stone was later identified through the collection of DNA evidence, according to the release from the sheriff's office. Stone confessed to the attack, telling investigators he entered the home through the living room door and had watched pornography on her iPad, according to the news, citing the police report. The woman said she had spoken to the teen in the past and considered him a
Here
good
at Lane's
boy.
Hardware, we want to take a moment to honor
This type of unimaginable violence is still shocking to me after all of my years in law enforcement, said the sheriff. Billy Woods said after the arrest, it came as a shock that any individual will commit such an act on a 91-year-old, but it is truly disturbing when we see the young age of the arrestee.
See,
Your body, my choice.
I don't really have anything to say because I'm not gonna make it to 91 years old for you to come in my house and sexually assault me at 91. I have lived 91 friggin' years, and on my 91th year, you gonna come? This little piss tail boy gonna come into my house, sexually assault me, and beat me up at 91 years old?
And left
put him
DNA
down.
evidence.
Put him down.
14
like a
years
dog,
old.
like the dog that was over here biting up the people. Put him. That should not. You're 14 and you're doing that to a 91-year-old woman. You're beating her behind, and then you sexually put him down.
Yeah, 14. Ugh. Anyhow, I'm going to get into some lighter news because I can't take it anymore. Mattel accidentally puts porn URL on the back of Wicked dolls. That's crazy. Mattel accidentally puts porn website on the packaging. Mattel's got a wicked big problem on its hands because it added a URL to the back of its Elphaba and Glinda toys, and it turns out it's a very not safe for work site. Here's the deal. The toy company's pushing dolls of characters from the movie based on the Broadway musical of the same name, mainly selling action figures of the two main witches. On the back of the dolls, they put a URL to the website www.wicked.com in case people who purchase the toys want to buy more, except that's not the company's website. It's a porn site. Mattel's website for their toy catalog is www.wickedmovie.com, a minor mistake with major consequences for any kid.
What was it?
They put wicked.com, but it should be
Oh.
wicked movie for any kid. So it's a minor mistake with major consequences for any kid who may have tried the website already. Obviously, there's a lot of outrage from parents online, mostly because they accidentally went to the website, and not so much because their child did. A rep from Mattel tells the news they are aware of the misprint made primarily on dolls sold in the USA. They deeply regret the error and are taking action to ensure no future dolls have the incorrect URL on the back. They recommend parents discard the product packaging or obscure the link, and anyone with more questions is asked to contact Mattel customer service for more info. Bottom line, parents should Sharpie out the website on the back of the box unless they want to answer some really awkward questions.
They got movies like
wow.
Stormy Trumpsall.
Oh.
Talk of the Town.
Oh, wow.
The Hunger.
Oh.
Sunny Good Melons.
Oh, wow.
Sunny Good Melons.
66 day.
And then this funny thing that happened here. A man was so drunk field sobriety tests were too dangerous, has been sentenced to life in prison for repeated DWI convictions. And I think that that's a good thing. I think he should sentence to life. Life in prison. Somebody in the comments said, oh, so you mean 5 years, because he's such a drunk that he's not going to last very long.
Very true.
71-year-old man in Texas with a dangerous habit of getting behind the wheel while drunk will likely spend the rest of his days behind bars after being convicted of driving while intoxicated for the 6th time. A jury in Cromwell County last month ordered Joseph Herron to serve a sentence of life in a state correctional facility for his repeated offenses. Authorities announced under state law, an individual convicted of 3 or more DWI offenses and 2 prior prison sentences from these offenses is subject to 25 years to life in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. So he's been sentenced to life. That's the national news.
Wow.
There goes your national
That's heavy.
news with Miss
Tired.
That is crazy.
Tired. I feel worn out.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM. Spark FM.
This is a message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Travel increases your chance of getting and spreading COVID-19. Take steps to protect yourself and others. Wear a mask that completely covers your nose and mouth. Masks are required on planes, buses, trains, and other forms of public transportation traveling into, within, or outside of the U.S. and in U.S. transportation hubs such as airports and stations. Stay at least 6 feet away from others. Wash your hands often and watch for symptoms of COVID-19. When traveling back to the U.S., you must show a negative COVID-19 test result or have documentation of recovery from COVID-19 before boarding your flight back to the U.S. Visit cdc.gov/COVID-19 travel to learn more about travel requirements and recommendations.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Hi, it's Tori DeVito. In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know, from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now,
that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Spark FM.
Wheezy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me in a moment.
Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy?
Wow.
What happened to that boy?
No.
She was chopper, napper to that boy.
Yeah, chopper, napper.
Hey, it is time for our entertainment report, and we got a little breakdown, a little rundown of the weekend. Bobby Steer Shakes, are you on the line?
Yes.
Hi, how are you? Oh, I forgot to do your intro music.
Oh, yeah, with the Holla Boston.
He said Holla Boston
Holla
is the
Boston.
music that he would like to be a part of today. I don't know why this man always got to have a soundtrack when he walk into a place.
I mean,
I get it.
Every superhero needs a theme song.
Hey,
love it.
touche. How are you doing, Mr. Shakes? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm really just calling in to check in on Tony because she had a mild conniption Friday night interviewing Deani.
Oh, she was very in love.
I had a little bit of hysteria.
Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus Lord. Yeah, Deani. So Deani did come in here. You were here. You came and met us back at the station later with Deani in here. We got some clippage online right now.
Let's play that.
Oh, that's some good looking video. Who took that? Me?
That's me. Man.
Oh, wow. That's me. Yes, this is some clippage of Deani here at Spark FM Online. He is such a magnificent young man.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful.
And boy, when he did take his shirt off, honey.
Oh, I said that little boy built like an action figure, ain't it?
So, Bobby, I have a couple of questions for you.
I want to see Miss Tony. She was blushing.
Go ahead.
Let's see. There we go. Miss Tony blushing right there.
I don't know if y'all
crying.
saw, but he was looking at me.
Whatever intent you had keeping this seat dry, failed.
Oh, God. My goodness.
What happened there? My goodness. Wow.
What some language that we're using in the radio
tequila.
station.
It was
It
the
was
Spaniard tequila.
I'm telling my
Still got
mother.
y'all crazy?
I'm calm and collected, okay? Because I didn't get that close to him to smell him or nothing like that, so I'm not that in love. But he is fine. He's only about 22 years old.
28.
Same thing. So, Bobby, you went to the show. What do you think about the show? It reminded me of back in the days. What was that? What was it like for you?
It brought me back. We're doing a little documentary on this. It should be out in a couple of days.
Okay.
I'll tag you on it.
Thank you.
It brought me back 15 years ago where things were done correctly. You bring an artist, bring them a day before, you go to the radio station, you hang out, you then go to meet and greet, so you're actually a part of, you're not going to a show, you're living a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out with the artist this weekend instead of I'm going to a show this weekend.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I love
And
that.
It was amazing. It was amazing. It's amazing. And,
I liked it. I did. A question that I had though is that we ended up speaking to Deani. I know there's a couple of celebrities rolling through this weekend again. Why is radio not as coveted as it was back in the day? I still feel like artists still need, real people busting their music and introducing it to other communities. Why do you feel some artists are hesitant to do radio interviews or media style, like events?
You want me to be honest? You want me to just to be honest?
Yeah.
It's because these artists now are uneducated, and you could be put in a bind, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could be asked a question that will put you in a bind, which could jeopardize your career. It's kind of like when Buju went on Drink Champs, and I get it because I am pro-Jamaican.
Yeah.
I am Jamaica first. I'm actually to the right of Donald Trump when it comes to Jamaica. So I get it.
Yeah.
Take down Afro beats, right? Take down soca, reggae only. But when you go on Drink Champs and you're trying to sell a show, one would think that you wouldn't pick a fight with Afro beats.
You said
And
one
I
would
just
think,
think-
you're breaking up a little. One would think something about Afro beats?
Yeah, like Buju went on Drink Champs and he picked a fight with Afro beats.
Oh, yeah,
He
he
said,
did.
Afrobeats doesn't, recognize dancehall.
Who cares? You're trying to sell tickets. And I think, none of these managers, a lot of these artists, they don't have managers. They have damagers. So there's nobody really pushing them to do radio. And then when they get on radio, they say dumb stuff.
And they don't, either they say dumb stuff, or they don't really know what to say. So it's a lack of
They're not
personality.
media training.
They're not engaging, and they're not, making people want to whatever. I thought Deani did a good job because that's his personality. He's just very sweet. But when he gets on the stage, I was like, oh, where your clothes at? Young man.
And he, you know what, I wanted to ask him, like, do you get nervous? Because he doesn't seem like the type of person to get nervous. Did we ask him that? Like, are you nervous before performing? Because he just hit the stage with his flowers.
I feel like usually they are nervous,
Yeah.
but once you get on the stage, there's nothing you can do about it at that point. Like, you've got to give it all, or you got to flop.
Yeah, well, he gave
So,
me.
I was backstage with him, and VOG did an interview with him, and I went to him, and I met Deani. I was with him at Spark. I was with him at the meet and greet. We all drinking Sylvania.
Yes.
And I go to speak to him, like, we want to do this interview, and he was like standoffish to me.
Really?
He was in his zone.
In mode,
Like,
he was in that mode. It's like, shout out
Yo,
to
he
Flash.
was locked in, and he was all like, yo, right now, I don't want to even, like, because he's about to go on after Nyla, and he was locked in. And the interview kind of, like, took him out of his zone, but, like, behind stage, he was a pit bull. Like, he was a completely different person backstage and on the, like, he was locked in. And he was rehearsing and walking back and forth, and it was.
I
he
saw a
locked
video
in.
of him singing in the car and just really kind of, but I think that's kind of dope too. Like you said, there should be an order of things. You get here, you do your little interviews, your radios, your meet and greet, and then when it's time for the show, you're just locked in for your show. You're not worried about nothing else. I do want to get artists, or at least Caribbean artists, back into the mode of giving a damn about how your people perceive you and connecting with your audience. The show was really good. Did you get a chance to meet any of the other celebrities back there?
Yes, I met Egyptian. That was good. I mean, Egyptian is just Egyptian. Nothing's changed. I didn't see Nyla Blattner because I went to the meet and greet. I had a couple of Blanco tequila. Went home, put the kids to sleep, and actually they put me to sleep. They were jumping on me. Goddess came into the room, kicked open the door, like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be at the show while the kid's not asleep. And I'm like, I don't even know what day it is.
Because you had a little Blanco.
Yeah, I had a little Blanco. So I got to the venue late. So I caught the back end of Nyla.
I saw when you came in, set up your little your little box on the stage,
Little box.
pulled out that camera, and my man was locked in. He
Locked.
just immediately went in for the kill shot.
No,
I was
and
like,
he was getting serious
wow.
when he took off the sweatshirt.
And then when he put his hat to the back, I said, "Oh, it's go time.
Here
Let's
we go."
But Bobby, you've been in the industry for a long time. You've seen a lot of these artists, hit the stage. You've seen a lot of them come through town. How can we make the foundation here, or the entertainment foundation here in Boston, better?
I think I spoke to a lot of promoters over the course of the week about this show. And this was
set the bar.
Research and development. And I was telling to all the promoters, I was saying, yo, listen, guys, if this thing is sold out, I think all y'all got to rethink how you do shows in the city. And everybody was all like, whatever. They don't really take me seriously because I've been gone for 10 years, right? So now I think that show, Caribbean Nights, has set the stage and the standard of how things have to go moving forward. I think it's going to eventually happen. And what's going to happen is those that don't do that, if now we come back next week and we see Gang and kissing my ring finger, then we're gonna have this conversation. Okay, so we had Caribbean Nights success. I haven't seen Lido's that packed.
Me either. I said, as soon as I walked in, I said, wow, this reminds me of back in the days when I first started clubbing. We used to go to Lido's, and it used to be packed. From the time you got into the parking lot and you had to park way down yonder, that's when you know that it's a good night. If you got to park all the way to the back.
Yeah.
By the next side. That's crazy.
I was going to say, they definitely paid attention to their branding, and that's what it's all about right now is locking down a brand and really capitalizing that. And the next Caribbean, when they start doing Caribbean Nights regularly, we're going to really see that start to bust.
It's going to be dope. Yeah. I'm excited for what we have going on.
I think I spoke to, because I know one of the people who's kind of person, because we do real estate together, and I said to her, when is the next one? She giggled. She goes, Bobby, I can't even talk right now. And I'm going to put her business out there. I shouldn't. But she said, we need a bigger venue.
Oh, we do. 100%. We do.
And we need a venue that has a better ticket system.
We need a venue that has a nicer personal security system, because them nice Latinx mother people over there, they was real aggressive. They was real aggressive, and I ain't like all that. It wasn't needed. It wasn't necessary. It was very interesting to watch that, but whatever.
There's one thing I will say which we need to stop doing is we need to stop smoking weed in the club.
Oh, we do. We got to show a little bit more respect.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's what cut the show short. I mean, it was.
And they have a smoking section there. I was smoking in the smoking section outside.
Yeah,
outside.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So we left a little early, but I heard that Egyptian didn't get to perform Hold Ya. Is that true?
No, he came on with it, but no, I don't think he performed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did cut him short. There's just every time the security guard has to go around telling people put out the weed.
Yeah.
Then it's like, and then you know how these people are. They see 1,600 black people, they get a little nervous. Oh my God!
Yeah.
We got to shut this down. We got to get them in bed by 2, not have them leave the parking lot by 2.
Right. Yeah.
It's great. I'm glad that the show went off good. It was sell off.
It was.
Lots of great pictures and videos should be coming out of it.
It was it was very Instagram worthy. Very movie like, very content heavy. Very nice. Very nice.
Stafford says, build the spot. Find a town that would allow it. Stafford, you know that's not how that goes. Hempress Divine says, in my opinion, DJs aren't doing what they're used to. They used to introduce the public to new music, promote the artist, do interviews, and give the artist strength. Now most people on the radio play the same music they play in the clubs or playing stuff we already know word for word, literally every single time. If DJs aren't breaking new music, what's the point of interviews? I will interject and say that don't happen here. She ain't talking about this station because that don't happen here. We play everything. Big shout out to Bones, Tristan, Gary. A lot of them I've been listening, really kind of breaking new music and giving these Caribbean artists the type of lifeline that they need for their songs to get up there. So I'm really, really proud of what the work is that these DJs on Spark FM online are doing here. What I do find from working on the other end, I know you ain't talking about Spark. I'm not talking. We know there's some other one. I know you're not talking about here, but you're right. The other problem is that artists are not thinking that they need to connect with their people. Yeah, like we reached out to many artists and, you know, like are coming in town and they'll be too sleepy because they got off of a flight at midnight and the interview was at 5 o'clock. Yeah. Like things like that I think are very clownish because you might be going to a sold out show, but the show was not sold out because of you. Right. Because I've seen you perform many other times and it was not sold out, and then you get here and you get a big head and you don't want to commit to working your crowd. And I think that artists are so spoiled right now that they feel like they can just get paid, they get their writer, and then they're out. You got to do work when you come here for my show. Like, I think we need to demand more in Boston of these artists that if I'm going to be paying you this money, these are the things that I expect from you in the contracts. These are the spec. You need to stop at these two places and you need to do these two things before you do anything else. And I know it's hard, but I think that we need to start demanding them or we just don't book them, you know?
Also, too, I would like to add this. I think back in the day, right? Well, back in the day, let's go back 15 years. You had ERS, right, for the colleges. You had all these college radio stations. You had record shops. You had the BobbyShake.com. You had, oh my God,
WILD and
WILD.
Yeah.
So you had somewhat of an industry that you had to check in with, right? Like you had to go to Vibes Records. I mean, that was, you know.
You had to go to Taurus. Yep.
You had to go to the studio, and that's what I said in the documentary. I said, I remember back in the time where you would fly in early, you do a dub session, go and cut the dub. So now the DJs, the selectors that just cut the dub, if the show is Saturday, they playing that fresh dub Friday night at 3 Cecil K's to organically promote the show for Saturday. So there's no more dub sessions. Like there's no, and I think, hey, maybe Spark FM should probably start that up. Like, yo, we want to bring in the little dub session, and you start having these sounds. Because I think Sound Clash is on his way back. Having a dub session at the studio and pre-book it, and you get a little money off the top, and we start to build an industry.
Yeah, I agree. And I also
soon come.
Empress, same thing. I think social media got these people's heads blown up that if I got all of these followers, then I don't have to do nothing else. Your followers are not connected to you. They're just liking pictures because there's nothing else to do but to follow you. I do want to, I artists out there, they do got to understand that you need to connect on a personal level with your audience. And other than that, they're just talking. They're just talking. They might listen to your music. They're not buying. They're not coming there for you. They're not doing, like, you got to work. Yeah. You got to work. And working means coming in and doing an interview. Yeah. Working means doing a meet and greet.
People just rely on content, and they're so content heavy that they don't know how to be personal anymore, and that's unfortunate.
Ridiculous. Yeah. Anyways, we got to get back to the rest of the entertainment, Mr. Bobby. We'll talk to you very, very soon. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling in, Bobby.
Appreciate your correspondence.
Take care.
We correspond when there's something going on.
Yes, we'll hear from you this weekend. Yeah, because we should have a lot of stuff going in through here. So we'll be in touch.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, that was our very own Bobby Shakes. He is back outside in the club scene, on the side doing his little thing, his 1-2.
Special correspondent.
He's the professor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Special correspondent. The parties that led to downfall of Sean Diddy Combs. So there are a couple of documentaries coming out about him. TMZ is actually putting out a documentary about him.
Oh,
I
really?
think they already did.
Did they?
This is part 3 or something.
Really?
Yeah. TMZ.
Oh,
ain't
TMZ
playing with
is
the puppy.
wow.
They don't love him.
There was a time when an invitation to a party hosted by Sean Diddy Combs was one of the most sought after tickets in the entertainment industry. I too wanted one of those. I wanted to go to Diddy's
The
all
white
white
party.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
And then the
Hamptons.
after Grammys one, the brunch.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to that one. With guest lists that include Justin Bieber, Mariah Carey, Paris Hilton, and Jennifer Lopez, it was a chance to rub shoulders with some of the biggest celebrities. Jay-Z and Beyonce even released new music at these events. When Diddy winked at you and said, come into VIP section, you knew you were going to have a really good night. Mr. Combs' fall from grace has been swift with an extensive federal criminal case charging him in sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy. More of a dozen civil lawsuits have also been filed accusing the mogul of assaults, rape, and sexual extortion. One lawyer said he presents more than 100 alleged victims who claim they were sexually abused. What came out? Yeah. Oh, he is trying to get bail again. He came out with another list of things that he's willing to offer up to the courts and to the state in order to get him out on bail. I'm not sure if that one has had a chance to get passed or denied yet, but I don't think that they're going to let Diddy out.
I don't think so either. And I think that he should just relax.
It's hard to say relax when he's going to be relaxing without any rhyme or reason until May. May is 7 months away. I'm going to do everything that I can to get out. Because I got to sit here with no trial, with no nothing. I'm just sitting in here. They put out his menu the other day of what he ate. It was like oatmeal and like chicken fingers and things like that. Like, that's culture shock. You're a billionaire. It's crazy.
He used to eat escargot and
and
caviar.
steaks and stuff like that. Now he's eating
Tartare.
now he's
Wagyu.
eating
Right.
oatmeal with a box of raisins on the side. You know, like a piece of toast and some Dole orange juice.
Oh,
he's probably getting fresh squeeze from Consuela every morning, and now he's getting, Sunny Delight. You know,
Oh, no, you know that orange juice that tastes like
Tang.
Sunny D.
That one that's like bitter. And it'd be grayish. It'd be grayish orange. That's awful. Sorry, Diddy.
I said that. Who was that? Pastor Troy. I said that Trump is gonna pardon Diddy, and he's gonna pardon
Weinstein.
No, Weinstein is pretty much dead.
R. Kelly.
He's gonna do those just to be petty.
Those is people.
Mm-hmm.
Them is his people.
Them.
Gang. Gang.
The guy from Saturday Night Live. He said,
Michael
if y'all could sing with y'all felon, then I could dance with mine. Or
Vote for
something
your
like,
felon, and
Yep.
I could dance to mine.
Exactly.
R. Kelly.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna continue listening to R. Kelly. I mean, I'm gonna start listening to R. Kelly. I always was, but now I'm not gonna hide it.
Exactly. Because what? Like, the world has literally said to us that the most deplorable, horrible, uncouth, unpolitically correct, all of that thing, we don't care about any of his personality or what he says, as long as the fact that people are like, he just speaks his mind. He says what he want to say whenever he want to say. But when Larry Jordan do what he want to say and speak his mind, everybody want to argue with him and fight him. But when Trump do it, then we want to elect him to president. How it makes sense?
Not me. I don't argue and fight with Larry Jordan.
How it makes sense?
Larry Jordan say what he say.
It ain't right. I don't like people that just say whatever they say with zero consequences and no self-conscience of anything.
I hate that.
You've got to have some type of couth. Not necessarily because you're on Facebook, but when you are the president of the free world of America, of the United States, of all of the Americas, you have got to show some decorum.
You've got to shut the F up sometimes. Yeah,
Hello.
I agree.
It ain't right.
Agreed.
It ain't right. What else we got going here? Alonzo Ribeiro, he is Carlton, is pissed off.
Alfonso.
I think he's a Trump supporter too anyway, so I don't know.
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
He's got a white one.
Pissed off ankle injury got out. Dancing is no joke. So Alfonso Ribeiro may be on the mend following his ankle injury at Disney World, but that doesn't mean he's happy his nasty spill made headlines. Photographers caught up with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air alum at LAX, where he assured everyone he was up and walking again after rolling his ankle on a trolley trail at the most magical place on earth.
Oh, no.
The things that make news always confuse me. Oprah denies being paid $1 million to campaign for Harris. They are claiming that that the campaign paid her $1 million to campaign for her. Oprah was caught walking by some TMZ people, and in her sweaty completion of her thing, she said she was not paid. And I don't think Oprah would have taken $1 million when she has $1 billion.
What? Yeah.
I don't think Oprah's doing a lot of things for money per se anymore. I don't
think so.
Oprah's
either.
doing what she wants to because she's a billionaire, and when you hit $1 billion status, you just do what you want to do.
Right.
Darling, you're looking very good. How do you think the election went?
She looks great.
Talking about the election. Thank you very much.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1
Nobody
million
want to talk about the election too. I feel you, Oprah.
for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not true. Okay.
I was paid nothing ever.
What do you think about all the celebrities with their mass exodus?
I'm not talking about.
Do you think Prince Harry's gonna lose his visa now that Trump's president?
Where's her security?
I would like to know where is her security as well.
Yes, Oprah should not be walking around.
Oprah's just walking around all chilling in her own car.
You're like, Oprah, you just outside, Oprah? I can just go up to Oprah?
Maybe because where she live.
Oh, maybe it's a gated community.
Yeah, it's probably a gated community where she knows everybody.
So how did he get in?
I mean, they climb fences.
Yeah, they do.
And she's probably like, you're not supposed to be here, but I got a gun.
Yeah.
Or they got a sharpshooter sitting on somebody's roof that's going to knock your head off. That's how, when I become a millionaire, that's what I'm going to do.
That's wild.
10% security for what?
Flavor Flav, Jason Sudeikis, to perform Public Enemy hit at something. I love Flavor Flav, so he can do no wrong.
None.
Flavor Flav.
Like, I'm not kissing him in the mouth, but
why would you say that?
Real quick, back to Kamala's campaign. They said
Yeah.
that she is $20 million in debt, even though that they raised over $1 billion.
I know, because they're still asking me for $5
over $20 million, and they said the celebrity endorsements a waste of money.
Well, it was, because instead of celebrity endorsements, you should have came over here to Spark FM Online and Radio Boston and all kinds of stuff. But y'all want to be on Call Me Daddy podcast with some random white girl and paying her $6 million for you to get less than 1 million views on that one thing. You had come to Spark FM, we would have went viral. We would have virus. We would have been a virus. Everybody been like, oh wow, look, she came to the local radio station over here. Virus Kamala speaks to the people.
But she was up in them tea shops in Intercourse, Pennsylvania, but she wasn't didn't come to Spark FM.
I love her the most.
I love her too.
But she didn't. None of that campaign money went to us, so therefore,
you can still come, Kamala.
You can still, if you come, I won't charge you too much. I need about $250,000 right now.
$1 million.
$1 million. I will take a cool $1 million, and that's it. And we could be on here for a lot. You could be on every show. You can sit here for the day.
All day. We'll do way more than Oprah was going to do.
Morning show.
We will go on the street and we will hold up signs and all kind of stuff and walk around. They'd have to shut the whole Blue Hill down for her to come down. But shut it down. We do meet and greet.
Yep.
And
greet and meet.
And then we even supply food. Supply a whole lot of food. Titi will come over here, cook y'all some sliders. She would have had a home cooked meal. Took her down the street, took her to Ali's Roti. Got a little roti because she's Indian, not black. Oh, Jesus, Lord.
Anyhow.
The world is sucky. Oh, more news, sorry.
Megan Fox.
Issa Rae plugs course about her business and legal life at Georgia State University. I made that up.
Legal class now in Georgia. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, they did a legal life of Issa Rae at University of Georgia. Professor Mount Ivory. They just finished it up, but it's all my business.
But do you? I wonder. Do you give a lot of people like real advice? Because there's a lot of people signing contracts, like the next generation of Hollywood. Do you feel like that was like something that you could do for the future?
Absolutely. I think that's gonna be the future of entertainment lawyers, and yeah, if you're interested in any facet of the entertainment business,
yeah,
the real business,
yeah,
that's the course.
Would we ever see you?
All right. Okay. Also, Issa Rae was also in the news because when the fans found out that the Wayans have been involved in Scary Movie, the next installment, Scary Movie 6, fans took to Twitter to ask them to please don't put Issa Rae in it.
Why?
I mean, geez, Issa Rae, not Issa Rae. What's her name?
Regina.
What's her name?
Regina.
No. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. The girl Haddish.
Oh yes, don't
Tiffany
do it,
Haddish.
please. Tiffany had.
I got her
Like
confused with
she's a
Haddish real
cool. She's Tiffany just needs to sit down for a little bit. I thought that they were gonna
Oh,
not
thank you,
do.
Trisha.
I thought they were not gonna do that. I thought they were not gonna do another Scream.
Yeah, they are. So they
Who's not going in it? Somebody said that
So
they're not going.
not Scream, Scary Movie.
Yeah.
We announced last week that the Wayans have been brought back.
Oh, they are coming back because I thought that they
produce,
weren't coming back.
yeah, to
Okay.
produce
Yeah, I don't want to see any movie at all with Tiffany Haddish. I just don't want to. I don't want to waste my time. I know what to expect. I know what I'm going to get from her. If it was maybe a drama movie, then maybe I would but I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I don't want to.
Everybody feels like the same.
Yeah.
Same sentiment.
I think Tiffany has really kind of put herself in a very corny box. and just with the yelling and the carrying on and being
That's
super
too much,
extra.
yeah.
Like I feel you know
ghetto.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
DDG and Halle Bailey, they have been going back and forth because did we talk about this? DDG brought the little baby onto Kai Cenat's show, and then Halle went on saying that she didn't give no permission and she's dealing with postpartum and she don't want her son in front of all these. And she turned around and said, "Yeah, I might have overreact. I'm sorry."
Yep, and apologize.
Yeah. So that's been controversial. People have been really kind of getting on her. And this is for nobody in particular, but I do want people to realize that a cell phone is this communication device that you have somebody else's phone number. And then what you do when you have a problem with them, you text them and you say, "Hey, I have a problem with this." You don't pick up your Instagram or your Twitter or your Facebook and be like, "Hey, I have a problem with my husband taking my child or my baby's daddy taking my child on a show," when I could have texted him and nobody would have been in your business.
For the life of me, I could not figure out why that was a public fight.
Yeah, like why are we doing this?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
And in this case, unfortunately, I have to blame the woman because if you didn't want the baby on there and you talked to him before that, you got to call him while he's on the live and say, "Take my baby home." Or if he's with his daddy and the baby's safe, then you just got to go and have your fun and go to your brunch and mind your goddamn business and let that man take care of his baby.
And it was also silly because like the next day she posted like a video of her and the baby at breakfast. And the baby sitting on her lap and she's sitting there eating or something. It was like something eating with the baby that you weren't having or something like that I don't know, something. And the baby was choking in the video.
Oh,
very clearly choking, and people in the comment section was like, "So you can post this baby choking, but this man can't go sit down with." So it was just really, really silly. And she did realize the error of her ways. She apologized, but it was quite silly.
And regardless if she did or did not, like we've got to stop putting all of our business out on social media and getting mad when the public has something to say about it.
I agree.
Keep your business to your business. Not everybody got to know everything that's going on, all the little spats y'all having and all kind of stuff. Everybody behave yourself.
Behave. Nobody wants to behave. Nobody's going to behave.
Also, last but not least, Spark FM has launched their intern program for youths 16 age and up. 16 and up. It is a free internship program. You will not be paid, but you can get college and or community service credit from your high schools or accredited colleges. You must be in good standing. We do need help in many, many different areas, from administration all the way to music production, social media, sales and marketing. So if you know a young person that is looking to do something after school, during school, when they don't have school, during the weekends, hours are flexible. We're open 7 days a week, 9 to 9. And there's many opportunities for your teens and your youth to come in and be amongst professionals and do professional grade-ish. So if you are interested, you can sign up on the website. Just fill out the contact form, or you can email us at sparkfmonline1 @gmail.com if you have a teen or a youth that is interested in radio atmosphere. Radio stuff. With that said, we're gonna clear up out of here. Bobby Steels is up next with Sweet Tea for the best damn midday show on earth. Keep it locked. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Yeah.
Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. You're listening to Spark FM online.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present the Thanksgiving play. Isn't it time we rethink Thanksgiving? That's the question on the table when 4 politically correct performers try to create a new take on the traditional Thanksgiving holiday pageant. Rambunctious, wild, and fearless, the Thanksgiving play serves up history and humor with a steaming side dish of uniquely American hypocrisy. Opening on November 21st and running through December 15th at Arrow Street Arts in Cambridge. Tickets are $45 and are available at arrowstreetarts.org. Pay what you wish options are available at the box office.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages,